Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We are out here at the flying field. We got a special model today. This is my dad and this is his SAVAGE models. Supposed to be a 90mm F4, but we got an 80 in there. Why don't you tell us a little bit about the airplane?
Alright, well, Dan Savage is the one that did the original design and did the plans way back in the early 2000s. And we kept watching the thread, and guys were asking for the fiberglass parts, and he was basically done with it. He didn't want to mess with it anymore. He had at one time a full kit, sheeting, everything. So he gave me the molds, and I started making the nose cone, the tail cone, and the canopy for the rest of his builders that were still out there. Plans you get from Model Airplane News, and then the cut wood you can get from Bob Holman Plans. He laser cuts everything. And then sheeting, of course, I bought my own contest balsa. And I made fiberglass inlet ducts for it, because the way Dan had it was they were like cardboard or paper ducting, so I made fiberglass ones and supported some of his builders with those. And Brent said, let's put an 80 in it, so he had a free wing 80 fan, and it actually fits right in my ducts perfectly. So let's flip it over, we can open the fan hatch. So Dan uses magnets on everything, and they're pretty sticky. So, but the lip on the fan fit perfectly into the fiberglass ducts.
So we got a RC Geek center burner in this as well.
Yeah.
And you can see some of the airbrush shading in the back, which is really cool. And this airplane is set up with flaperons. And these are like some, who makes these gear? These
These are the
Hobby King ones? Or?
The Hobby King, the dual wheeled ones. I just took one of the wheels off and put my own wheels on them. But this one's totally stock.
And this is Ultra Coat covering?
Ultra Coat, Corsair Blue.
And so you can see here it's got a single tailpipe. And then if you know about the Phantom, you know, it's got this little thing in the back. Oh, that's cool.
It all comes off on magnets. So you can check here. I made this myself. It's pretty tight in here, but
yeah,
you can actually cut those off and lose some weight.
So we're getting ready to do the first flight on this, and this has been I've been working on this one for a couple of years.
I was busy making parts for everyone. I've probably made 40 sets of parts. And probably sold a dozen sets of ducks. So.
And you got these decals from Dan?
From Dan, he sent them to me. So they're probably was made by Cali.
And we got some chrome monocoat covering on the leading edges and stuff, which is really cool. It's a really pretty model and weighs about 6.5 pounds, you said?
It was 6 pounds 7 ounces the other day.
And that's with a 5,000 or 6?
5,000.
That's with a 5,000? Okay.
Yeah.
So
that's why it was 6.8 with the 6,000.
Okay.
It's 6.6 or 6.7 right in between.
Well, we're going to try with a 5,000 first and keep it light and see how it goes. This is a pretty small model by today's standards, and definitely small for a 90mm, although this was originally designed for pretty low power 90mm fans that were available in the early 2000s, so that's why it's so small for the fan size. But with the modern 80, this thing should go pretty good. Actually, it's got a very thin wing, so
I think he used a Hoya fan in here.
yeah, it's got a thin wing and really good ducting, so I would imagine this thing's gonna be pretty hot. So anyways, I guess we're gonna take her up, see how it goes.
Sweet.
All right, so let's get this thing done. Oh, we got a dollar kill. I can't imagine it'd be super easy to see, but shouldn't be terrible.
Maybe bumpy or something.
Yeah.
It's going to be off the ground by right here.
You gotta tone that nose steering down, especially with a dual tire. They don't need a lot of throw. All right, so your
I don't know
timer's.
if you want to take off on flaps or no.
No.
All right. You might need full elevator to rotate.
So you have a timer on the stick,
Yeah,
right?
on the stick.
Here we go.
Want to put it down?
That'd be good.
Okay. Another trim.
Pitch trim's pretty close. I'm way back on the power now, so that's a good sign. I definitely need the full rate elevator on takeoff. I think because the exhaust is blowing underneath it, it makes it really powerful, especially at full throttle. That's better. The RCD burner, it definitely kind of disappears and gets small pretty dang quick. Burner shows up good.
Yeah, I think it stays on too long. I mean, it comes on too soon.
Too soon.
I don't know what the rest is. What could it do? Snap?
No, hold over. But it did kind of like go off to the side when it got slow. So I think I'm on low rate aileron right now.
Let me check.
Oh, okay. It's not too bad on this. Yeah, it's actually about right on mid rate. And I'm on low rate elevator, I believe. I'm gonna try out the flaps.
Yeah, you said to slow down a little because it was balloon at first.
First notch.
It's not rolling, is it?
Yeah, it's rolling to the left with that mid flap. And a lot more of it. Yeah, it's got a little bit of a left roll with the flaps. Okay. Yeah, it probably wouldn't take much to change it. It's not a ton, but. CG is really good.
I use Dan's CG.
That was really nice. Alright, well, we're going to keep this short. There's the gear. I'm going to bring in a notch of flap. Mid-rate elevator. Actually, I'm going to full just in case I need it for the flare. No, just it might need a little more up with the flaps, but not a lot. I'm just not used to it, so I came in a little hot, but it's definitely a little hot rod. Not the easiest thing to see. Yeah. That's pretty good first flight. Let's see what we got for trim here. We got a little bit of left roll, but I didn't change the pitch hardly at all. So, yeah, I've got some left in it for sure.
And you say it's rolling left on the flaps, so
You know what? It might be the rudder's off a little bit actually. So next time we'll straighten the. You can see just a little bit of curve in the rudder. So next time we'll put just a little bit of rudder trim in it.
like left.
That mixed with the nose might be causing it to roll to the right. So anyways, there you have it. First flight on the Savage Phantom. So hope you guys.
Adjust the.
Yeah, we'll do that in a second. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.